have to know how to deal with it.
You really think about it every time you enter a corner. Bring yourself just underneath losing control. You're going to hit the wall inevitably in your career, or else you're probably not driving the car fast.
You know it can happen. You realize it can happen. And it probably will happen at some point. When you lose control, the eerie silence is the worst thing.
It tends to take forever to
Permiso,
point the
Dani.
wall.
Close your eyes. Go for the ride.
Most drivers, I think, in the back of their mind, their biggest fear is to get hurt.
I broke my arm, 7 ribs, and I had a concussion. I broke your ankle, pelvis, hands. The car tried to get under the guardrail and crushed both my feet.
The way that I deal with fear of getting hurt, I just pray. I mean, what else can you do?
Anybody that tells you it doesn't scare them, they don't get scared. They're either lying to you or they shouldn't be out there, one or the other.
It's sad, but it's true. My father said to me, you know, you're going to hit, it's going to hurt. That's the way we look at it.
This turned out to be a sad day. Artie was airlifted to the hospital, had to amputate both his legs.
Right after my accident, very often I was posed the question, will you ever go back into a race car? It was very natural for me to do it because that has always been a passion in my life and always will.
I understand completely how Alex and Artie could get back into a car again. You have to have a very indomitable spirit if you're going to be a racing car driver.
I belong to the race car. As safe as I feel, it's when I'm inside that car.
As a driver, yeah, I do feel invincible, but at the end of the day, you know, if your time's up, your time's up. If you're going to go, you're going to go.
Everybody's scared of dying. Everybody thinks they're not going to be the one.
A horrific crash, and it was terminated for the whole man was pronounced dead from the injuries he suffered in the accident.
It was completely shocking and completely unbelievable and absolutely heartbreaking. And you know, Paul was the love of my life, and now he's gone.
I suppose if I could rationalize it in any way, you know, he was doing what he loved to do, and that might sound trite, but again, I think maybe it's meaningful.
Paul was doing what he loved to do, and I don't think he'd do it any different. I know, for me, I would much rather die in a race car than have to die of cancer in a hospital or something else.
You could say something cliche like he died doing what he loved, and, you know, but it doesn't come close. Paul didn't want to die. The part about that was hard that I was going to do that to my family. It could happen, and I felt guilty as a result, too. I would have to put that kind of sadness on my family.
It's one thing to be paralyzed and to be in this chair and deal with that, but I also knew what the risks were, and I was willing to accept those. But the family members and the caregivers and the sons and the daughters, you know, they didn't buy into that. That wasn't their deal.
When you're driving, you know what's going on every split second, whereas if you're watching, they go by, and then you're just like, you get your fingers crossed.
Do I believe that it'll ever happen to me? No. Could it happen to me? Absolutely.
Do I think about it when I'm on the track? No, I can't. I mean, it's a limitation.
I'm not afraid of anything on the racetrack. It's not a place that you can be afraid. If you're going to be afraid about anything, you better switch jobs.
AJ Ford, like the rest.